A blistering opening 20 minutes from England saw them defeat neighbours Wales by 3-0 as rivalries were renewed at Wembley Stadium, with the Three Lions coming out on top against the Dragon. The game was all but over after that opening 20-minute spell from England. Their rivals, Wales, looked dejected, whereas the Three Lions were full of confidence. Thomas Tuchel is building a side that will be ready for the World Cup in the summer. And at present, he is doing so without several big names who graced the England squad in the European Championships last year. They will have to earn their places back, and after another good display against Wales, that will certainly not be an easy task. Of course, there are further opportunities for those names to get back in the England squad, but according to Tuchel's ethos, they will have to earn it for themselves. So let's go back through the game to see how it happened. As international friendlies go, the build-up to England versus Wales did provide more edge than usual. However, when Morgan Rogers found the net from a corner just minutes into the match, that edge started to dwindle, and it was all but gone when Ollie Watkins tapped home from close range to make it 2-0. England's third goal of the evening came after just 20 minutes when Bukayo Saka, drifting in off the right wing, curled past Carl Darlow in the Welsh net. On the touchline, Craig Bellamy looked shell-shocked, much like a lot of his players on the pitch. With the outcome all but decided by half-time, Wales opted mainly for damage limitation in the second half, and they did create some of their own openings, whilst England were unable to add to their tally, with Thomas Tuchel slightly frustrated with the lack of atmosphere from the home fans.
First of all, I said the support in Serbia was absolutely fantastic. When we played last time in Serbia, I said it and I meant it. I love English football and I love English football fans and the support they give. But I think today the atmosphere did not match the performance on the field.
Just following on from that, Thomas, you went away to the Belgrade Bear Pit, I think it was called. There was a hostile, passionate crowd from the Welsh travelling fans tonight. What have you learnt from your players about how they react to sort of hostile atmospheres in matches?
No, I felt it like more demanding to play in Serbia, but we managed that well. And also today, I think the support was, I heard the support for the Welsh team throughout the whole match, but it had no effect on us. We played with a lot of effort. We played very smart. We only had 1.5 days to prepare a very complicated opponent because they're very well drilled and very well coached, even in the deep build-up. So we still wanted to play a high pressing. We wanted to have a lot of ball wins, and we had it.
First 20 minutes were tough. It's a very difficult place to come without starting the way we did. Made it very difficult for ourselves against, as we know, a very good opposition. With their intensity, physicality, they were able to push through that as well. And also, it was a tough period, I have to be honest. It was a tough period in the game. Not a tough period in life, Geraint, so be careful what you say. Yeah, no, it was all good. But in that period it was. We had to suffer a lot of pain. It was difficult.
England and the FA probably know that the World Cup in America, Canada and Mexico in 2026 will be the only major international tournament that Thomas Tuchel is in charge of the Three Lions for. And Tuchel is certainly doing things his way. He was not afraid to criticise the lack of atmosphere from England fans at Wembley, and at present he's not been afraid to leave out big names from the England squad. The World Cup is now drawing ever closer, but England are looking more coherent.